Well, with that, let's get started, folks. Welcome to session 60 of our Seregen campaign. I'm the Wombat of DM, and we are going to be getting started on the second half of our fight with the Baroness. But before we do so, let's let the party introduce themselves as well as our guest star for the third session in a row, fourth overall. Let's start with Belzian.
Ahoy hoy! I'm the Banewall, but I play Belzian Gilkis, who is a half-elf monk.
I'm Avitus, and I play Roger Mays, Wood Elf Assassin. And that is all.
I'm Shade, and I play Ulrich Oakenhearth, Human Paladin.
I am Jaeger, and I play Yarvik, a Halfling Ranger.
I am Zippo, and I'm Atomic, and I play Zippo, the Kobold Sorcerer, and to make up for what Roger didn't do, does the Sorcerer Kobold? Yes, he does.
And Briar?
I'm Briar, your Queen of Brambles, and I will be the Baroness Bavon Theres.
And I, of course, am the Wombat of DM, and I am playing our NPC Tokim, who is currently, having some misfortune. So let's talk about what happened last time. Folks, we met 2 sessions ago. We met the Baroness at her mansion and had a fine dinner. They rested for the night after a little bit more talking, and by night I mean day. The Baroness agreed to send a message to the Vampire Queen, and heard back pretty quickly, within a day rather than 3, which was the anticipated time period. So the Baroness called the group back after they had wandered around the second floor of the house briefly and slept some. And the group met her back in the Great Hall, where they discussed the letter that the Baroness received from her queen, revealing that the queen instructed her to kill the group because she wants the Silver Swans. She let the group actually read the message, which surprised everyone, including myself. But it's all well and good. The more information, the better. I'm very, very excited to see where that leads. But ultimately, as inevitably happened, based on that letter, the Baroness had to obey her queen, and a fight ensued. So the fight has been going pretty interestingly. There have been things happening about. The Baroness has many things at her disposal, although many of them have been slain within this very room. Who knows what other dangers lie before the party. The Baroness herself has proved a potent opponent with a floating sword to match Ulrich's floating axe, and many different abilities that she's used over the course of the fight. One of the Vargoyles, the last one that still lives, ended up stunning a few members of the group with its scream and sinking its teeth into Tokim, similarly to how Belzian was attacked many, many campaign sessions ago when he started being afflicted by the curse of the Vargoyle. So Belzian instantly knows exactly what's in store for their young friend, Tokim. Several members of the party are hurt. We are in the midst of combat. It is the top of the round. The last thing to mention is, as a reminder, at the top of the mantelpiece above the fireplace is a crescent moon being filled with a blood-like substance, and it is more than halfway full at this point. Several party members have assumed many things about it, but so far so good. It hasn't really done anything to the group. But who knows what is in store. And with that, I hand it off to the group. So we are at the top of the round, which means Yarvik, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm still on the overworld map.
Yes, let's bring you all back into the mansion. I didn't want anybody wandering around, of course. All right, you should have it back now.
Yep. Okay. So we've got Toe is where is Toe? He might not. I might not be able to see him actually. I'm on the other side of the room, so we'll just start. Take a shot at the Baroness here. 2 shots. We're gonna use. Hold on. Let me get my. Just one second. I had to scroll up. I had to scroll to my arrows. Sorry.
Yep.
All right. Going to do. I'm gonna do sharpshooter. Hang on, just one second. Let me get that. Okay, so it's going to be a -5 to attack, but a +10 to damage if they hit. We're going to use, let's use the green arrow first. So this would be D8 sonic damage. So that's -5. So what, 18?
18 hits.
Okay. So 11 plus. For sonic damage. Excuse me. So that's 11 plus 10. So 21 plus 4 sonic damage. Okay, we're gonna get to go again. Okay, so 24, assuming that hits.
Yep.
And then this one is going to be the black arrow, so it's going to be 1d6 force damage in addition to this roll. Again, another 21 plus 5, and that is force damage. 5.
That's a lot of damage.
So how much is that overall?
So 21, 42, 46, 50. 51, correction, 51.
All right, so let's see here. And you used all 3 arrows for that one?
No, I only get 2. I only have 2 attacks.
2
round,
attacks. So
2
2 arrows. 2
Yep.
magic arrows.
Yes.
Okay, just confirming. Anything else you're doing?
Oh, apologies. Nope. That's it. Just kind of keeping an eye on what's going on above the mantle over there with the blood fountain thing. I'm just gonna say over the rings, hey guys, we need to be thinking about that. And then that's it for my turn.
All right. Zippo.
All right. Okay. So since Yarvik's worried about that thing, How just looking at it, like from what we've seen of it so far, does it look very sturdy?
Yes. It looks to be built into the house.
Okay. Okay. Then I'm going to let's see here. Let me double check something to make sure I have the stuff to do it with. Okay, I'm going to upcast Chromatic Orb at 4th level. And have it do thunder damage. And then I'm going to twin spell so that I can have it target 2 things. Let me make sure I can do things, not just creatures. I may be wrong here. Oh yeah, never mind. It says a second creature.
Yeah, it's got to be creatures.
Yeah, okay. So I won't twin spell it. I'll just upcast it at the well, I might as well. Yeah, I will twin spell it, but I'll do instead of doing the thing like I was going to, I'll do one at the Baron and the one at the Vargo.
Okay.
Uh,
Is this an area of effect at all?
no.
Okay, what's the spell?
Chromatic Orb.
Okay, could you post the description, please? Actually, I think I can. Yep, I can click it. Cool. 4-inch diameter sphere. Okay, that's what I need to know. Choose acid. You said you chose thunder.
Thunder. Yep.
Okay. You make a ranged attack against the target.
Yeah, that one's towards the Baron. I'm gonna be the one for the Vargo now.
Okay.
Even better hit for the Vargo. So, and then since I cast a spell that's doing thunder damage, let's see here. I can force the Baron, or never mind. I can't do it because I didn't move first. Rip.
Okay. All right. So you, Baroness, does the chromatic orb hit you?
Yes, it does.
All right.
Okay. It is 22 for the Baron and wait.
No, 15 for
No, 15 for the
Baroness
Baroness and 22 for the Vargo.
Okay. The Vargoyle goes down. Kind of, since it's kind of grasping onto Toe's head, it kind of just sinks while still kind of being sunk into Toe's flesh.
Gotcha. And then I have it. I will use 2 sorcery points to quicken firebolt to hit at the Baron.
So I just noticed that the turn order is messed up. So I'm gonna work to correct that real quick, but we'll stand as
I
is.
thought I rolled higher than a 0 for initiative.
And Baroness should take 16 more points of fire damage.
I distinctly remember rolling as badly as possible for initiative last session, which for me is an 11.
Let's not talk about last session's rolls. We don't want to bring up here.
I can't talk about it at all in character because I'm busy being paralyzed with fear. Unless killing the Vargoyle ended that effect.
It did not. Ulrich, how do I look at older chat? We filled up the chat last time.
Oh right. So.
Here we go. I just spread it out. It's up at the top.
It's at the top. Yeah.
It just wasn't showing.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't worry, everyone. I've got this. Okay. Jaeger was 18, or was 25, excuse me. I knew he was first. Zippo was 18. Roger was 12. And an 11.
Oh no, I used inspiration to reroll mine. I got that 11.
Failed. Got it. Zippo was actually 6.
No, it's 18.
Yeah, I don't know why there's 2. Oh, you rolled for somebody else, maybe?
Oh no, I think I clicked it second time by accident.
Got it. Okay. Briar, you were 13. And Bane was 18. I believe Bo has. Oh wait, Zippo's 20. Plus 4. Do you know if Belzian?
Belzian.
We fix all that real quick. Very easy. Fortunately, it kept all the initiatives of the baddies.
It's because we logged out of Roll20, I bet. We should have just kept the window open for 2 weeks.
You would think they'd have some kind of save state thing.
There was. I just ended up. I had to edit the encounter because it was counting levels for. Yep, that looks great. Perfect. All right, so Zippo did. All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Okay. All right, Belzine, it is your turn.
Well, that's pretty exciting. That Vargoyle by toe went down, right?
Yes. Let me.
Okay. Thank you. So, Belzian's kind of distracted by the mantle at the fireplace, but is also currently engaged in fisticuffs. So, while awkwardly dancing around and throwing punches here and there, I'm going to try to take a better look at it. if I can use a bonus action for that. And it does a 10 or 11 hit. Ooh,
No.
there's one thing I forgot. Is the Baroness still stunned?
Currently, yeah.
And I believe that gives advantage on attacks.
Actually, let me question that. So she got stunned by Ulrich, right?
I got stunned by Belzian.
By Belzian. So Belzian does it specifically say that she gets stunned at the till the end of your next round, or the
At the end of Belzian's next turn.
okay? So she'll be done being stunned after that, correct?
Unless he
Yes.
restuns her, correct? Yep.
We can reset stun.
Yep, monks, as long as you have the key points, monks can do what's called stun locking.
Well, that just seems unfair. Yeah, end of Belzian's
I
next
mean,
turn.
she could still succeed.
Ooh. Okay, so those attacks should have been at advantage. So I just did one more. Does that make sense? Okay, does a 23 hit?
Yes, it does.
Yay, 8 bludgeoning damage. But am I able to use my bonus action to try to perceive or investigate this?
Just use your bonus action to.
Oh, okay. I used my movement to move.
Oh, I
but...
thought you said something about your bonus action. Dodge up to.
Oh no, I meant he's just like awkwardly trying to look
I
at
see.
something while fighting something else.
No, I mean at the beginning of your turn, you action.
Ah, okay. Well, then that is Belzian's turn.
Yeah, you can. You're looking at the piece.
Yeah, everyone's in a hubbub about over the ring here.
Okay, and what are you trying to do?
What exactly is it doing? Like, it's just filling up with blood, or like?
Yeah, so it seems like a trickle of reddish liquid, presumably blood, coming out of a small spot of crest. It's a small spout that a line of uh, but it over 2.
Huh. I wonder what that could mean. Belzian would relay any new information over the rings, but I don't think that's super news to anybody. And also, that's Belzian's turn.
And I'm going to, for once, actually. And by forever ago, I mean 2 sessions ago. I had it all prepped, and then just kept forgetting to.
Some tune skis?
Music. Right. So with that, next up is Zippo went. It's Ulrich's.
Wonderful. Ulrich. Apologies. Did you restun her? I missed that.
No stunning currently.
Okay. Ulrich then is... I mean, taking her down's the biggest priority. So I think Ulrich's just going to use one attack first to hit with his mace. Oof, that's a 14, so that's probably not going to hit.
It does not.
Brambles, I forget, does a... Okay, thank you. For the bonus action, he'll go ahead and before he uses his second attack, he'll have the spiritual weapon hit you. 24, which I do recall hits. And that's 10 force damage. And... oh, God. I was kind of wanting to save, or to attack the thing filling up, see if we could maybe just, make a hole in it. But I think Ulrich's going to still focus on her for now. So 26, he will throw a smite on that. So a lot of numbers here. Just rolling all the dice. Okay, so he does that. And she's undead. Oh, wow, yeah. I definitely forgot to do my undead smitings last time. That's fine. So, 4 additional d8. Okay. So, all set in total, that's 12, 16 radiant damage and 6 bludgeoning damage, non-magical bludgeoning damage. Although it's radiant hit, I don't, So, yep, that'll be it. Ending his turn.
Right, so
No, sorry, 16 radiant damage in total. The
okay,
3
so
is an
the
extra.
The divine plus the
Yeah. No, the factor out the 3 because I forgot that it rolls that when I roll the mace damage, and I rolled it separately up top.
got it.
So, yeah. Yep. 4831 plus 6 bludgeoning.
Is that the end of Ulrich's turn?
That'll be his turn. That's the end of Ulrich's turn.
So, before that turn ends, the Baroness will Misty Step to Zippo and swipe at Zippo with her claws. Does a 22 hit?
Yes.
That's 10 damage.
Alright. I'm still standing up. That's what you're around.
And we forgot to do the rapier's turn, so let's do that now.
Yeah, let's just have the rapier go when you go. Basically, like, I believe it is now.
Yes.
Yeah, let's. Right, so the Baroness. What?
All right. So the rapier will fly up to Zippo and stab. And miss abysmally. And then the Baroness will attack again with her claws.
Fail, right?
It is. It's a crit fail.
Right, so.
All right, let me double check my spells. All right, that's it for my turn.
Are you gonna make?
Not just yet.
Copy that. All right.
Am I still paralyzed?
The
Or stunned with fear, or whatever immobilizing condition it was?
so
2 or 3 turns ago?
it was last round. Yeah, all right. So it is.
Okay. Baroness has moved away, but not far enough away. I can move exactly that far. Looks like all of those guys are done, so we're going to shoot at the Baroness. Let's... Does a 25 hit?
Yes, it does.
Alrighty. Get some big pile of dice, plus some acid damage. 25 damage from the arrow, and then 6 from the acid. Total of 31. And then I don't really think I need to reposition. I like where I'm standing just fine, so I'll end my turn here.
Is it turn? Fairness?
Yeah. Baroness is going to swipe at Zippo again. For 6 damage.
What's the number? Like the number to hit me.
25.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Zippo falls.
Zipper goes down.
No.
How much negative is that?
What is it?
How much negative did that take you?
You said 6 damage, so 4 HP.
Okay.
But now it's just falling to death save, so no matter what I take a death save.
Right. Okay.
Several of my best laid plans back to the drawing board. I'll make sure each and every one of you ruse this.
And with that, it is the crest of the fireplace completes the circle, creating a full moon at light. It glows a then bubble turn into where it condenses into a ball and then explodes outward. Brilliant red mist. Everyone in the room save. It's going to be Constitution based. Make a Constitution save. Beat 19.
As a reminder, I think this is only gonna apply for Belzian. Belzian, you get a +5 by being near me.
Question for
Zippo does not need to make a roll.
No, not that. Inspiration. I can give it to other people, right?
You can when it's awarded to you. I don't.
No, I can't. Can I
Yeah,
use it for like someone else's roll? Like, can I have it so someone else can reroll?
You know, I'm fine with it.
Okay, I'm gonna give it to Roger so he can reroll that one.
Speaking of inspiration, can I use the one I have to re-roll that thing I missed by 1?
From whenever ago? This roll right now? Or earlier?
Yeah. No, this roll right now.
Yeah, go ahead and re-roll if you're...
If
Huzzah!
if Belzian is within 10 feet of Ulrich, then Roger definitely is.
Okay.
Oh, apologies. I did not see you, Roger. Yeah, add to yourself.
Also, thank you, Zippo, for the reroll. No promises it's going to be any better, though.
Hey, it hopefully it's better than a 1. Hey, it's better than a 1.
Technically better than a 1.
It is better than a 1.
At least we're rerolling 1s into 2s and not 2s into 1s this session.
Yup.
All right. So so Belzian, you have a d20 +2, and what's the +5 from?
Being close to Ulrich.
That's from me.
Oh, okay, I see. So 17
Yeah.
5, so 22. All right, so
Yeah.
Roger, you'll feel the full effects of this. The others will just take a certain amount of damage from that. So, right. So Roger, you take the full 13 damage. The blood, kind of eats at your life force. And
Is that necrotic damage?
it is, yeah.
Okay.
So it's not necrotic in the traditional 3.5 cents, so don't worry about that. But it does not feel great. So yeah, you take 13. Everybody else will take half that, so 6 damage. Roger, you are also blinded as the blood seeps into your eyes, and you.
Awesome.
The rest of you kind of wipe away the blood before it can really stick, and you blink away the effect. Still tearing up. It's unpleasant or completely able to off most of it. The 6 points you all take are necrotic.
I'm so confused. Usually blood is good for you.
Yeah, when it's your
my
blood
eyes.
inside your body.
I prefer to keep my blood in my body.
Right. Back to the top of the round.
Ow! I'm gonna try to move. I'm gonna move forward. Just get a little bit of a better shot. Same thing. Gonna get. Use sharpshooter again. Same 2 arrows. So just doing exactly the same thing again. So 28, so 23. Assuming that hits.
Yep.
Man, what? 21. So 24 for the first one. And that first one is sonic damage. So that would be 16.
Prior.
16 does not hit. But from the first arrow, the Baroness dissolves into mist.
Okay. So, what happened here? So the Baroness dissolves into. Basically, the arrow hits her, dissolves upward, last.
Just pure rage and malice.
Okay. From there, the area around, which is coated in red, flashes with a bright light, and you look around, and the house ancient. It's still clean. It's still well maintained, but everything is much very aged. Curtains are ragged on the edges with age. the table's wood looks to be kind of more grainy. The carpet's down. The color and everything is less saturated. It's washed out. The bars on the brass cage seem to be fully aged and black instead of bronze. The room itself have taken a dramatically
Not to me, I'm blind.
Roger is still blind.
Garrick is going to give the same fist pump that he gave when he was when we were at that Coliseum fight. Yes. Did we just win? I have no idea.
Well,
Did you just
hold
did
on.
you shoot her so hard? What happened to this house? You killed her so hard the house died.
Where'd she
Ulrich
go?
will remove. Yeah, Ulrich will remove your blindness. Oh no, hold on. No, he won't because he used the last of his second level spells.
I'm gonna go while
for
you're working on
smite.
that. I'm gonna go and get some healing on Zippo and get him back up.
Yeah, before he died. Well, I mean, out of character before he dies. In character, I am not aware that this is happening.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm not. You were able to move your piece. No longer can you. You know what?
Appreciate it.
I know how. There we go.
If I was gonna say if it's on a different layer, yeah. So apologies, Jaeger. That was for Zippo. Is that right?
Yeah, that's Zippo. Get him back up and get him some kind of health reserve.
So, before we are still in that. We are.
Okay.
Okay.
So Ulrich will the following things realize that one, he unfortunately doesn't have the spell slots necessary to assist Roger at this time, but he will check in on their friends, and he will would Ulrich. Would Ulrich have any reason to like the occasional vampire exists in Seregen, right?
You've heard stories.
Or no?
You know that they're incredibly hard to kill.
Yeah. I guess Ulrich would just speculate. I'm not sure. She may be pulling a fast one. We may want to hunt her down, or use this time to escape.
Yeah, I think she was probably using a lot of energy, whatever, to hold this place together, and we just depleted a lot of that. But I just don't think she's out of the fight. So, since I got the kill with the first arrow, can I use the second, what would have been my second attack, to cast one heal spell? Is that how that works?
You can't split. If you did an attack, you
Yeah,
can't
you did two
do it.
and
Yeah.
move.
Unless
Well, that's what I was saying. I mean, so did we do two? Did I do two attacks? Because the first attack clearly had the desired
It-
effect.
right, but it wouldn't matter.
Did I just
Take
shoot an arrow at air?
Well, even with
the
one
attack
you
option. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
can choose to target something else for your second attack. That one, but you did definitely.
That's what I'm saying. So I guess the second attack is just null because there's nothing
Yeah.
left to it.
Yeah, you don't have to use it, but you. So you have an attack and a move. Like,
Nope, it's not really anything else. Well, I can start moving towards. Zippo. That's what I'll do.
Hello. So, what was up with that big red exploding thing? Pretty weird. I'm gonna use my movement to go check on Toe, who I believe we know is hiding behind a curtain, because he was eating by there.
Toes down south of the room.
Is there still a floating rapier?
Currently conscious on the ground beneath. He looks to have been taken out by the explosion, and blood kind of seeped in his eyes. Like he failed that.
He'll be fine. Okay. Can I try to pick up the rapier then?
The rapier. It is currently floating in the.
Oh, there is no floating rapier there. Okay. Well, I'll just assess Toe for this turn. Put him in a recovery position. Take a Vargoyle off his head.
Oh right. The rapier moved up to.
Okay. Never mind. I don't see any rapier there. But yeah, I'll just assess Toe. Put him in recovery position. Take off his Vargoyle hat. Offer some kind words.
Zippo. Making a death throw.
Yeah, we should figure out how to do it on here.
In your character sheet.
That's what I'm looking for, but I don't see it on here. Maybe I just click on it.
Just a flat D20 roll, isn't
Oh,
it?
there. Yeah, sometimes you get bonuses.
Ah,
Very rarely, though. So I got one pass and one fail.
Right, one fail because you got hit, right?
Yeah.
Next.
Ulrich will move over and give Zippo do 25 hit points.
On hands.
Yep.
Is that all
Is it
your lay on
25?
hands?
What's that?
Was that all your lay on hands?
No, not even slightly.
Okay.
Just under half. I've got 30 more.
So Zippo, that stabilizes you.
Yeah. Freezes me up so I don't die.
Else?
Yeah, I think he would just say God. I think he would advise that this is the time for us to. Oops, didn't mean to move that. I think we could try and find her if she's hiding, but we should probably skedaddle while we have a chance. And that's what he'll leave it off as.
If I could see, I'd track her down. But I'm going to need one of you to guide me out of this room. Much less to any stabbing in the future.
Roger, roll a d4. Or d6,
Sure.
sorry.
D6 time. A 4.
Right. You are going to be blinded for.
Oh, okay. That's not so bad then.
Yeah, Ulrich would say, as soon as we get some rest, I'll be able to fix you right up, buddy. I'm sorry.
I'm going to keep rubbing this stuff out of my eyes in the meantime.
Don't rub it. I might make it worse.
Oh.
Don't tell me what to do, Dad.
We got a raid. Welcome in, everyone, from the raid. How is everyone? Calicu, welcome in. Thanks for the raid, everyone. You're in the midst of a D&D session. We just fought a vampire, and currently it is. So, well, good timing. Kind of recovering from a little bit. All right. Does anything happen in the room, Briar?
Why, yes. Yes, it does. The rapier will stab at Ulrich.
Ulrich, did you move back? Weren't you just next to Zippo?
Ulrich. Yeah, but it was an accident. He should be next to Zippo.
Yeah, okay. All right, I'll fix it. Yeah, I was like, wait, huh? All right.
And I assume an 11 misses.
It does, yeah.
Right. The rapier continues the attack, presumably while we are still in. Right, Roger is blinded. Roger, do you make any moves or attempts to do anything?
I mean, I can hear what's going on, presumably, but targeting things with anything is going to be difficult. So I'm going to crawl under this table here and hide.
Okay. Roll a. You indeed roll under that table.
Alrighty.
This was 1, and I was going clockwise because gods.
Heh.
You're blinded,
Well.
so you weren't really sure where you were going to, if you're gonna get knocked into a wall or what.
Oh, no, hold up. I could still use my hands to touch the walls and see where things are.
Absolutely. Yes, you can.
But anyway, I'm a hide underneath here, and that's gonna be my turn.
Okay. Okay. Liquid begins, or the liquid that's leaking stops leaking. So it seems to covering it. There is still the blood around the entirety of things all over. Perfect.
Zippo's back up now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me write. Well, he's still laying on the ground, but
All right. So let's go ahead and I will cast an additional cure wounds.
you need to up to that, or
There we go. And then just for the good of the group's sake, we definitely need to get out of here. I agree with Ulrich. This is not going to be a good situation. I think this fight's far from over.
one thing I will note: you are standing on a table right now. Here. Okay,
He's
you go
good.
around. Anything else?
That's it. Hold on. Sorry, somebody's like yelling outside my window right now.
Oh. Parking lot argument.
Classic.
Elsian?
The rapier is not invisible or anything. We're just kind
It's
of
still there.
just chill with it, randomly stabbing at us. Belzian does agree that we should get out of here, but posits, do any of us want to try to rescue any of our previous allies? And then he prepares to do like a running jump kick to kick the rapier
Thank you.
You're
with
making
2
an
feet.
attack against the rapier.
Yeah.
All right, Briar. What does that entail?
Well, it is a physical rapier. Attacking it entails the usual, contact and spell energy.
Does a 15 or a 14 hit it?
No, it does not.
Right, Belgian, you sail past it, landing a foot the floor next to Zippo. Kind of looks up at you like,
What's dude?
Hello, Belman. You alright?
Yeah.
Okay, well, in order to not cause board confusion, I will stumble slightly to the side. That's Belzian's turn.
Zippo, you being up.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand up.
Okay.
And then man, it's really at this point that I regret going full into the all attack spells and no non-attack spells.
Yep.
But it's what it is. We live in the life of Chose. So I'm going to do something extremely dumb and try to grab the rapier handle.
Okay.
I was also thinking that. I love it.
I would do that if I could see it.
Fair enough.
Careful, it's fast.
We
It's
get it.
unbeatable.
You're blind. I will fix you as soon as I can.
Do I need to make like a dexterity check to see if I can grab it, or?
That is a good question.
So, you're trying to make a grapple check on the sword. So go ahead and make it check.
Okay. It's not my best set, but we'll hope. Hot dog, son. Let's go.
Prior, check with
Or Dex, right?
or Dex. Yeah, because it's if you care to just
Yeah.
right. Zippo, you grab onto the sword and it kind of thrashes you about. You're not able to hold it. get thrown back to your. It's basically like a.
Gotcha. Okay. Let me see here. Just have one more thing I want to do. Let's see. I'm going to. Oh, never mind. I can't do that. Never mind. I'm done.
Sorry. So it just went. It is Orc's turn.
Yep.
You're
Ulrich
stronger than me,
will
Ulrich.
do the exact. Yeah, I was gonna say Ulrich's gonna do the exact same thing. He is going to rip his cloak off, I think, to try and like. Nah, no, he'll just go for the handle for now, and then if he needs to bundle it up somehow, he'll deal with that later. But he also wants to get that thing under control. So the athletics check is 21.
21. For
For,
grappling.
oh, sorry. Is it strength or athletics that you want?
It's a grapple check. So
Okay, so
that would be strength, correct? Would it be athletic?
yeah, I believe it's athletics versus acrobatics and
Okay.
or athletics,
Yeah.
but 21 for me.
Okay. Prior rolled. Grab hold.
Okay.
You feel
he had to drop.
he had to drop the mace.
Yeah, he had to drop the base for that to happen as a free action.
Okay. Yeah, you're holding sword with two. You are able to hold onto it. Doesn't swing you around like.
Lovely. That being his action as a bonus action. Actually, it replaces. Ooh, I forgot. The grapple replaces one of my 2 attacks. I have a thought. Let me know if you're okay with this, but if not, of course. I think Ulrich wants to shove this thing deeply into the floor
Okay. I like it.
as his second attack. So if would you do that as a shove, or how do you want to rule that?
I would say attack the floor and let's see what happens.
Okay.
You're making an attack with the sword.
Yep, it's a finesse weapon.
It is a finesse weapon. You made the grapple, so you're able to do stuff with it. I would say you're still. I really am. I'm going with my guy here and saying that it's still going to be at disadvantage. Attack.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
But you are able to make an attack. Which grapples do. All right, you hit the floor.
15 total.
Make a damage attack, please. Or make a damage to it. Briar, what is the roll for damage?
The roll for damage is 1d8 plus 2.
Okay.
Is that okay? It would be +5 for me since I'm using strength because the 2 would be your modifier, I assume.
So add 2
Unless
to your +5.
Oh, okay. 12.
Okay. You drive it into the wood. Make a percentage roll for me. High or low?
Yep. Let's see after I roll. No. Let's
Penguin Feet,
go
thank you for the
with.
follow. Welcome in.
I'm gonna say this is gonna be high. It's gonna be on a 61.
Okay.
It's a 9.
Okay. It kind of twangs. It goes into the wood, but seems to hit something beneath it. It seems like maybe the ground. These floorboards. So when you drive it in, it only goes in a few inches, but you hear that twang of it like hitting that.
Okay. I mean, he still has hold of it.
Yeah. It's still driven in. It'll probably
Yeah.
need to make a strength check to remove itself if you want to leave it at that. If you don't feel satisfied with it, maybe. You do still have it in grapple, but yeah, it doesn't drive in as deeply as you.
Yeah, I think he's gonna hold on to it for now and pass the turn.
Okay. All right. Lovely. Right. So we just had Ulrich go. However, what happens in the?
Let's see. The sword is going to attempt to escape grappling.
Okay. Oh damn!
The number to beat is 29.
And definitely fails to do so.
Which is a shame because that was also a high roll, Briar. Very nice. But yeah, that's a crit. So Ulrich is kind of like leaning on it, like you're not going nowhere, buddy. The sword.
I mean, I guess I can move on to rapier as my signature weapon. I do tend to walk away from these with my opponent's weapons. I did lose that axe recently.
And what's this? Another trophy?
Not as good as the trophy as your friendship, buddy.
Ah, you are a champion.
All right.
Yeah, do we see? I have a question. Do we see? What's going on the screen?
So that is up to if anybody wants to take an action. So far, nobody has.
Okay.
I would if I could.
I need to blind Roger more often. Speaking of Roger, it's your turn. You feel a cool breeze.
Conditions on Roger, yeah.
You feel a cool breeze go past you.
Did one of you assholes open a window? I will do nothing else.
All right. Yarvik.
I do not have the stream up, so I do not know what's going on over there.
Oh, it's not on stream. Mainly visible. But that's fine. You haven't noticed. So what do you next to Zippo?
Not sure if Jarvik can see that far.
No, I can't. Whatever it is, I can't see.
Yarvik's vision's outside of that. Yeah.
Since I can't see over there, I'm just going to suggest that we pick up and start moving out of this room, and get Ulrich to wrestle the rapier and start moving out.
Right. Belzian.
Oh, I think it's time to hit the old dusty trail. Did we determine that Toe is just down, like he's dead, or is he just unconscious?
Conscious.
If one of y'alls want to grab Roger, we can probably sneak out the way we came. Is Toe carryable? How big is Toe?
Toe is a young.
Is it?
You be able to well, and by young boy I mean he younger than Roger. He's about 50 years old. And
He's older than Bill.
yeah, he's older than Belgian, but he looks like a young boy, and his size
He's just a kid.
clearly.
I could probably. You're the fireman, Carrie, and just take Toe with as we. I'm assuming we're going out westward.
You Toe.
I tow Toe.
I'm gonna give you power over Toe while we.
Okay, I'll get around there.
In fact, I'm gonna give everybody in the party agency over Toe. Yes. Anybody can move him as needed.
I think it's time we get moving.
Right? Zippo?
Okay, Ulrich seems to have the rapier. I'm not strong enough to mess with it right now, so I'm going to walk over to Roger.
Yeah.
And
fortunately for Belzian and Zippo, Zippo and Rick grappled.
Okay, hold on, I can't make it all the way over there yet. So I'm on my way, Roger. But just because it popped up in my dark vision, can I see this?
Make a perception check if you want.
We're not got anything else to do for it. Hot dog. I'm rolling hot tonight.
He's kind of focusing on Roger.
Gotcha.
Roger's under the table, which I guess is like eye height for Zippo.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
kind of just like, hey there.
How you doing, buddy? Hold on. Trying to check something real fast. Okay, gotcha. Then Zippo, for his bonus action, is just going to sacrifice one first level spell slot to get 2 more sorcery points.
Okay.
Just in case he needs it, because he doesn't know how this fight is going to go if it's not over yet.
Okay. Ulrich.
Ulrich is, I assume he can only move his half movement since he's grappling here, so he'll move the 15 feet.
Okay.
1, 2. You know what? Actually, he's gonna get right here with his spiritual weapon. He'll move his spiritual weapon up because I don't want to have it on top. But is Toe up? I'm not sure if I'm aware
Unconscious.
of this.
He
He is. I think. Yeah.
He's already failed 1 death saving throw.
I think. Okay. Knowing that, then because Ulrich will move the 15 feet, be right where the spiritual weapon is as well, and he will place a hand on Toe, giving him 5 HP.
Okay. Toe awakens, enemy quietly kind of disoriented.
Okay.
You rolled a 6, so Roger, you.
Yeah.
only technically.
Funny, the elves must be susceptible to blood attacks.
Plus the blood elves were born.
Inspiration.
Shit. You know what? Thank you. Could. Okay, and the next time he's gonna detect good and evil. I should have done it this time, but I think I will take pity on the poor boy.
Range on that?
60 feet.
And the rapier comes with you, I assume?
Yeah, I can only move 15 feet, so.
Grappling. Does the sword struggle?
The sword continues to struggle.
Okay.
$19 for me, if we need to roll.
Yeah, that is a successful continuation of grappling.
Hey. Fire.
Yeah. Check your DMs.
No. But you can. Okay. Roger, I just saw. Actually. I'm allowed to mix up my additions all I want. I've been doing it all damn game. All right. Speaking of, it's your turn. Third round.
If nobody's guiding me out of here by hand, then I am going to continue to hide under the table. I'm going to say that out loud, in character.
I'm gonna come get you when I'm on my way past. Just hang tight.
Okay, speak. Eric's turn.
I'll make my way up to Roger. I think I can make it there. How you doing down there?
Oh, is this direction down? I hadn't noticed. On account of being blind.
Wait, you're blind, but you can still sense gravity. Come on, so he grabs his hand. He sits. I mean, Yarvik's kind of like just down at table height anyway, so he just reaches under the table. It's like, come on, and then starts grabbing, to get him to stand up. And that I'm assuming that's just going to be the rest of that turn is getting Roger off from under the table.
Bonk.
That brings.
I don't remember this house being so crappy.
It's still elegant. It's just like one of those fixer-uppers. Needs a new.
That's gonna be a lot more problems until you don't know what you got into until you get into it, and then you gotta like replace all the floorboards, then the roof's leaking, then the support beams are gone, then you come home one day and it's shattered.
True story. But what happens if you replace every single part of a house? Is it a new house or is it just the old house with new parts? Am I moving at half speed because I'm towing tow, or is tow light?
So light. Go ahead and make a strength check to see if you can move it. Like. Or athletic. have more prep. It'd be 13
That is
plus your athletics.
7.
Okay, so you easily have the lad.
Okay, we're gonna take a peek out this door here.
Oh, they've got
It's
me.
locked.
They got help. They've got me.
It's okay there, little buddy. All will be revealed to you in due time.
Belt.
You got it. What are these windows made out of right here, beside the locked door?
The windows seem to be a thick glass, inches thick. They are tinted. It's all yesterday. Light wasn't entered. Starting to.
I see. Well, I'm gonna toe all the way over here because we're gonna try the other door. But I can't walk that far, so that's all for Belgium.
Right. Hippo?
Yeah, since Ulrich's got Roger and or not Ulrich's got the sword and Roger's gotten taken care of, Zippo's gonna walk over to this door. It's also locked. Okay, that's 25, so I think I have 5 more feet. Yep. Zippo is just going to bury like the utmost of heroically to take the dodge action.
And I'm gonna do one last action before we break at Ulrich.
I think
Our
he's
friend
stepped away.
Ulrich may be on a
Oh, yeah?
BRB right now.
Okay, well that's a perfect time to BRB for us too, and we'll be back after break. Okay, so we'll take a 10-minute break, folks. This is something we normally do. Be back in 10 minutes, 9:11, and from there we will continue. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. Welcome back from the break. We are back for more of the session. So it is Ulrich's turn. At Ulrich.
Yep. Is that door open? The one Belzian's next to.
Are you
Belgian?
asking logistically, or are you asking?
Logistically.
So can you actually see it from here? No. So it is.
Well, this is a meta
Right,
question
okay.
because
The door is.
I mean
currently
I
closed.
will.
The door has been closed the entire meeting.
Okay.
You haven't heard.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, Ulrich will move the 15 total. I think that still isn't. I mean, I don't think that he can see that. I'm kind of not sure what the lighting situation is like anymore, but regardless, he will use his divine sense. He'll use his divine sense, which allows him to detect until the end of his next turn anything affected by the Hallow spell or the location of any celestial fiend undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover, which is why I asked if the door. So regardless, I will spend it. There's the details.
Right. So there are. Apologies. That should. So, yeah, the door is shut from facilitation. That behind. So,
Yep. So because she's behind the door,
correct.
I wouldn't get it. Yep. She's just outside anyway. Okay. Ulrich will relinquish the turn. I don't think he has anything else to do.
Okay. Sword resist.
The sword will go limp.
Neat.
There is one thing that I wish I could. I guess I could allow Briar to lock in his effect, and I would allow her.
Yeah, it gets a little futzy about being on two different browsers.
Yeah, one time I had 2 different tabs of it open, and it was like, it kicked me off one and said, "Are you sure this is you?" I'm like, "Yes, it is me. I just need one more tab."
I sent you up. All right. Now Roger's turn. Roger, what turn is this for you?
You said it was 3 last turns, so I'll take it to mean that means this is 4.
Yeah. I stopped counting after 3. Verified it's all you.
Well, that means this is my last turn of being blinded. I will just follow wherever Yarvik leads me. Which means I'm delaying, I guess.
Right, since bottom of the ramp. Good buddy.
All right, so we're gonna kind of close up on that door over there.
The northern door?
And that's where we're going, right? Oh, that's where we're making it. Or the one here to the west, near where Pelsian is. Is that where we're going?
It could be. It is the way we came in. We did note that some of the other folks and servants exited through the north. If we wanted to check in on them on our way out, or we can just skip all that and get the heck out of here because it's kind of creepy.
Yeah, I'm saying we just get out. That's all I got, unless Roger wants to do something because he delayed his move action.
So since it's the top of the ramp, he can't actually. So you're basically leading. So
Yeah.
you basically help him move.
Yep. That's it.
Right. What I should have done, just for effect... Oh, I moved Zippo. Just for effect, I should have closed out Roger's night vision. He couldn't see a damn thing. Belzian.
Okay, time to try the door.
Door is locked.
Okay, gang. I don't know how we're gonna get through this door unless anybody brought the key. I think I have an idea. Can I attack the door?
Yeah, you can attack the door.
Anything?
Right, you hit both times and deal that 16.
Yeah, how hardy is this door?
It's fairly hardy. It takes the damage and does not break. You do feel a bit of give on the second. Still firmly in place.
Oh, can I really put my shoulder into it as a bonus action and just flurry of blows this piece of crap?
Yeah.
Yeah. I will spare the door the stunning strikes this time, though.
Last hit kind of glanced off the third hit does. You hear a cracking sound, but the
I may need some assistance here, fellows. And that's Belzian's turn.
Zippo?
Have you tried the knob?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna try this door. Doesn't open. Cool. Okay, so it's locked. So we're obviously attacking this door. So I'm going to. Okay, yeah. I have enough movement if I need to. I'm going to firebolt the door. Does an 18 hit the door?
That fix it, Shade?
Nope.
So weird. Why? Have you been able to? Has that been?
No, it happens. It happens at some point. I was flipping between screens and suddenly I could just see everything. I think it was like when combat ended, so to speak.
Try hit and refresh.
Okay.
Okay, Zippo is firebolting the door.
Yep.
The hit. And
There we go. That
20
fixed it.
fire damage.
Yep.
Dude. All right. The door fires in the middle a bit. Darkens one of the. Sorry. It's a double door that.
Question for you: is the door flammable?
Yes.
It's on fire. I just look at firebolt. It lights stuff that is flammable and not being worn or carried on fire.
Could you give me the firebolt description? Does it have any splash or?
No, it just does more damage as I get higher level, and the flammable object hit by the spell ignites if it's not being worn or carried.
Okay. Let me let my.
Okay. I may have caught the house on fire, boys.
Couldn't you wait until we were outside of the house to do that?
If it makes you feel any better at all, I'll probably do it again next turn.
I don't have anything against arson. I just don't want to die while you're doing it.
Fair
Did
enough.
anyone take any notes of any fire escapes
So-
or alternate routes?
You said it knocked it ajar. Is it ajar enough to like walk through?
Yeah, let me unlock it.
Okay.
Yep.
To go through it real fast there. Just put myself on the other side. That is Zippo's turn.
Ulrich.
Ulrich is now that he doesn't have resistance, I think he just moved the 6 squares. Whoops. I have 6. He will once again detect divine sense, and if the mist is not behind 60 feet, or if if any undead are not behind total cover within 60 feet of me, I will sense them.
Okay. You don't sense any undead.
Okay. But how about celestials or fiends?
Nope.
Okay. Ending his turn.
Also detect the presence of any object that desecrated.
That's true.
So the same presence of. So whole place is desecrated. Everywhere.
That makes sense.
Everywhere in this world. As the doors fly open, I have these fires lit here, right? Him lighting the room.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They go out one by one.
Yep.
As
Oh.
boom, 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 boom.
Well, shit.
What's going on?
We're kind of gonna be walking through the dark here.
Is the
Sir,
door
is
still
you-
on fire?
Yeah, is the door still on fire? It's a good question.
Yep, back on. Yeah. Big fire.
Cool.
Zippo will light our way out of here, I'm sure.
Yeah, boy. Gonna burn this place down with the possible vampire lady in it. I just woke up and she wasn't there, so I don't know if she ran off or not.
All right. So since the sword goes limp, I'm
Yeah.
is
Alright. Well, it would not be a true D&D party escape if we didn't loot while we're leaving, so. Zippo's going to over here to this door. Oh, it's locked. He's gonna walk over to this door.
Think
Also locked.
in the rings, Ulrich is going to say, if we're able to find the prisoners, keep in mind that she is a prisoner, and and while we may feel betrayed, she was coerced. You hear what I'm saying? We don't need to kill her.
I mean, I'm sure she won't die to one psychic lance upcast.
Save your biggest
I'm sure
plus
that you
ones.
don't need.
So, I guess I would like
I'm
some clarification. So, just to kind of make sure that we're kind of aligned here, what is the party's intentions at this point? What are your plans? And ultimately, is anybody have a light source?
Is that the thing that Zippo set on fire?
No, it's
Oh, presumably Yarvik is still pulling me along.
maybe I need. Yeah. So, what's the party's intention? Do you have a plan? Is there any actions you're taking to try and assist you in making a plan or of action?
My position is since we are still in active combat.
We are not.
Okay, so we're not. I think the plan still stands. The first thing we need to do, because I don't know if I would even, trust too much talking in this place, is to get away from here, and then we can make further plans on, how we proceed, knowing how we will be received by the court, etc. But right now we need to get away from this place.
So you're thinking we can leave and like regroup now that we have some inside information on this building?
Well, this building and in general, right? Because we know we're not going to be received by the rulers of Necrata in any kind of civil way. We know we have something they desperately want, which still can be used and leveraged. We know the Baroness is still kicking around somewhere because, or at least we think we do. There's more to this place than we can kind of perceive. Just overall, this is not in my position is this is not a good position for our party to be in right now. This is all kinds of bad juju right here. So we should make haste to try to get out of here, and then we can kind of regroup once we get clear of this place and try to get to some kind of cover and rest up and kind of strategize.
Ulrich, you asked me. Oh, guys kicking Necrata
And Seregen, yeah.
yeah, Necrata obviously.
Yeah. Sure. Absolutely. And then I just want to be very clear. Ulrich is only exclusively speaking in the rings for now. Anytime he's going to talk. And I also want to just say that that in case it wasn't clear, I didn't mean the Baroness. The Baroness Ulrich is sorry, Brambles, fine with killing at this point, but specifically the imprisoned elves.
Ire and Gormir.
They're yeah, correct. Both of them. I think that you're all a little more friendly towards Gormir. Ire, I think there's a bullseye on her right now, or a target on her back right now, and Ulrich does not feel that that is necessary. 11 history.
Okay. You know that vampires come back when they're killed. You don't know how to stop that from happening. You know it has something to do with a resting place, but you don't know much more than that.
Okay.
So basically, you have this dread side of you basically saying, coming back. Don't know how long.
Yeah. I would say that Ulrich would do one more quick divine sense in this room, and then would side with Yarvik that, hey, let's get the fuck out of here. If we can rescue people, great, but I think our survival is top priority.
Are you doing anything different? First divine sense in this room?
Oh, sorry. That's right. I guess well, I wasn't in this room originally. I guess
You did
Ulrich would
one
like
here,
move
and then
down
you did
here.
one in here.
Oh, I thought I did it at the door.
Yeah, I mean,
Ulrich would move. Yeah, he would move down like here.
okay, divine sense. Place.
Mhm.
There is absolute lighting place. At Zippo, the room that you're in, an unsettling feeling the out. Fine.
Guys, come loot with me.
We can play loot later.
Zippo is looting. Yeah, I'll just look around the room. Dark vision. Do I see anything that like pops out to me?
Perception check.
I'm so sad. That was an 18 and it just so happened to fall one more time. Very sad.
You see a pot and cups laying on the table. There's 2 cups. One is filled with a red liquid. Looks to be untouched. The other one has been with evidence of bottom. There is a plate of to be raw meat that's spread like prosciutto with crackers of some sort.
Okay. Zippo's going to the door.
Locked.
Okay.
Or is ornate. Even it looks like I missed the wall there, didn't
Yeah, I could see through it, but I'm trying to ignore that and just focus on the door.
I? Fine. Bye.
Ulrich would.
Oh no.
Again?
Sorry about that. For some reason, my browser closed. So he would just be like, "Zippo, she's gonna come back. I don't know how, where, or what to do about it, but she's gonna come back. I do know that."
Through the ring, Zippo's gonna be like, "Don't you want her to be missing something when she comes back?" And just like really think in the back of her mind, like, "Dang it,
Yes, us.
yeah." But what if
I
she's
want her
missing
to be
something
missing
else?
us.
This door is locked for a reason. I'm confident
Yeah.
in getting through the door.
Ulrich will do 2 things. He's gonna put the sword in the bag of holding, if it's limp and still limp, and yes, he is still holding the sword. Brambles, apologies, I didn't see that. And he's gonna light a torch.
All right, I assume my vision has come back by now.
Yep.
Zippo, what's this I hear about wanting to open a door? Maybe I can pick the
Like,
lock for you.
yes, it's
Where
a very
are you?
ornate door. Zippo will kind of describe his general location.
Oh, we found you. All right. Let's do some sleight of hand and get this lock picked open.
Okay.
25.
Right. The lock clicks open.
Hey.
Now, Roger, as you approach the edge of the building, you hear outside some forms of shouting and growling outside. several voices, not close to the window.
I will pass this information along to the party over the rings. Looks like somebody's heard something.
Right. So inside the room that Roger, you see a ornate statue of a vampire. The vampire is not Baroness. This an older, short of stature. As please. And she, as if.
Okay.
There are rose petals on the ground around her. A medallion that is a real medallion across her chest, neck of the statue. It bears a mark of Olu, god of death. There seems to be a small lit candle to the right with a quill and a prayer book with 2 gold coins.
Okay.
Dibs on the amulet.
Is that a shield or is that just here on the map but not in the game?
That is a shield. It appears to be a shield discarded. It seems to be fairly damaged, with a slash mark, 3 nail marks, rending it. There seems to be symbol across it, but emblem hard to out as of.
Okay. Well, if I know I've seen the Leprechaun movies, so I know that amulet, if I take it off, the stone's gonna turn into a person. So I'm ready for that. But I am gonna pick the shield up first, the damage shield.
All right. After Zippo has made his preparations,
Yes.
and maybe he can grab those gold coins, I will
Yeah.
take the amulet off of the statue.
Yeah, when I grab the shield, I'll grab the gold coins on like the way back, if that's possible, before Roger grabs the amulet.
Okay. Do you actually?
The amulet?
Yeah.
Does it look like I need to do anything beyond that? Then no.
Okay. You go to. Oh,
Interesting.
Jane looks to be a real well. Not move.
As fun as it would be to spend 25 minutes chipping all of the stone off so we can grab the metal here, perhaps it's better just to leave it.
Yeah, okay. But before we do, good question for you. Hold on, let me make sure I can do this. Okay, would you say this is an object that's about like 1 cubic foot? Yes or no?
Statue.
Yep.
Probably bigger than that.
It's 1 cubic foot would be part of the statue, but not the whole.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay, I can. Yeah. Okay, I'll do it. How many times? How many times do you think, or how many cubic feet would you be thinking of the statue? Is like 3, 2, 1?
Probably
What's what is it?
realistically like 6 or more, depending on how tall the statue is.
Okay.
But I would guess somewhere in that range.
Then I'm just gonna do it twice. Once on a cubic foot around the necklace, and once on a cubic foot, including the head. And I'm going to instantly soil them with prestidigitation.
What are you soiling? The
necklace and the face of the statue.
Okay. you're dirty. Got it.
Yep.
So basically, hands around and kind of covers at you.
Wax on.
Really got him. Zippo will
Okay.
hand Roger the 2 gold coins he wanted.
All right, sure. Let's go.
Yeah, time to loot more.
Nothing in here but some creepy statue.
Zippo, you know that one of the coin has a face on it. There has a one.
I
Gold
will
doesn't
point that out
rust.
when I give them to Roger. I will go continue trying to open doors that inevitably fails, it seems.
I'll say tarnished.
Gold also doesn't tarnish.
That's fine.
All the doors are locked, boys, and I don't really feel like I need to make Roger open them all. So I guess we can leave if you guys want. But let's try to find my boy Gormir, and also definitely find the other girl. You know, definitely not so I could psychic glance her. I promise. And while Zippo's saying that, his hands are crossed. His fingers are crossed. I mean, and he's walking out.
Right.
Let's go check this door first.
Roger, as you approach the front door, the sounds of the figures outside fade.
Oh, well, that's always nice. Now seems like a good time.
Yeah, before we go, I'm also going to, if you allow it, I'm going to try to firebolt all 4 of these curtains. Assuming they're flammable materials.
Okay.
Do I hit them all? Perfect. In order from in clockwise order, starting from this one, they take 8, 17, 21, and 23 fire damage and ignite.
All right. All right. So you ignite the fire. Fire. How much damage does he?
8, 17, 21, and 23.
Okay. 8, 17.
17, 21, and 23.
Okay, clockwise, got it. All right. So, as Zippo lights those things, you feel the house shift, and you hear a deep rumbling coming from this room, almost like it's coming through. It almost feels like Paul is coming, like door in the airway of the hall as wind whips around you, and the house, the fire that's in the curtains, it catches, and anyone within the area of the 4 curtains. So, I'll add them all together. Or that would be. It surrounds you. You can make flex saves to see half and. I'll do the math while we're doing.
It's 17.25, so
Okay, 17 damage. All right.
I got a +5 from Ulrich, hopefully.
You're within 10 feet, man.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
So the DC.
never mind, didn't know.
All right.
So Ulrich takes half damage. Roger, with your dodge, you take
Evasion, but yes.
and 17 fire blast.
Worth it.
Why can't more things attack us like that instead?
All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna jump off for the night. So I will. I'll talk to everybody later.
All right, buddy.
Take care.
Be well.
Later, bud.
A phantom.
Jane, if you could give me Phantom Orvic.
Logging into other Discord.
Yep, camera is a bit off. We had the party members. We're currently working. All right. So the party is going to try and leave out the front door. It looks like.
Yeah,
Yeah. What can go wrong?
exactly. And nothing can go wrong. Oh no, it all went wrong.
Everything so far has gone wrong. We're due for a break at some point.
Best thing that can happen right now is if we just walk out and boom. Draco Lich just waiting for Zippo to get on top of it and be like best friends forever.
You'll have to give my alt account access to the Seregen voice chat.
I think he meant the Wombat voice chat.
Yeah, no. Already in the.
Oh, I see.
So
Yep.
Thank you.
My apologies.
There we go.
continue.
So is this place on fire now, or is there just a blast of fire?
Yeah, baby.
The fire is out.
Oh, sad. Sad
Sad.
Zippo noises.
Zippo, can you wait to set the house on fire until we are outside?
In my defense, I didn't know the house was gonna try to put it out.
Why don't we get outside first?
Okay.
Let's get out of here.
Somebody open the door. Please.
Right, the door.
Ulrich goes to open the door. Okay.
It's a good thing we have somebody capable of opening locked doors.
Yep, that's right. And Ulrich starts to go for the lockpick.
Belzian rolls up his sleeves and then goes, and rolls them back down.
Hey, that's pretty good.
I mean, it is the worst I can roll, but on the other hand, it is still better than most of you.
Sure enough.
Does a 19 open this door? Well, that is going to be roughly 50% of my rolls. So
let me specify actually, does locks again.
ah,
Okay, so how sturdy does this door look?
As sturdy as the last door.
Okay. Well, boys, looks like the door wants to do it the hard way.
we tried fire, but have we tried any other energy types?
Door behind. Out from the levitating.
Ulrich.
Some. You can at least. Sounds like a pretty.
Hey guys, my divine sense tells me there's some ghouls up there. My eyes are called divine sense.
Let's
As long
shoot
as
him.
there's no nonsense.
Oh,
Okay.
that's well within shooting range.
Did you say let's see, that door there? Okay. Okay,
Perhaps these ghouls will give us directions on how to get out of here. Or perhaps we would have to direct them back into the ground.
okay. As soon as we see the ghouls, can I like throw an attack at one of them? Or well, more than one of them, but
That depends. Do you go into combat with them, or are you out the door?
that's a good question. Do you guys want me to fight you white, or are we trying to get out the door?
I mean, the door relocked itself, so unless you want to fight the door, we ought to kill these ghouls.
Math adds up to me. I will preemptively strike. And right at the door, which I can just see, I'm going to cast Fireball.
So, that's all well and good that you're trying to preemptively strike, but I'm gonna say they slam through the door, decide to attack them.
Oh, damn it. I did not have Roger selected when I did that.
I'm already on the board. I can't edit it. Never mind. So, oh, it didn't change it anyway. I'm so sad. No, it didn't change it when I did it. I got a 22, and then I tried to reroll to get it on there, and I rolled a nat 20. Very sad, but it should be 22.
Could you call out your initiative?
11 for Belzian.
22 for Roger.
Ulrich is a 15.
Great. It'd be at 20. Luck's finally turning around. Got a 25 again. A 25 last. That brings it to him. He's gonna move away from the pools. Put some distance him in there for hands-on combat types. Kind of putting himself here. Hit. Because I got too many windows open. Right. I roll the normal. I move Ulrich instead. I'm so sorry. Correct.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, I was clicking on the thing. I'm gonna move it back. Yep.
All right. One. Right. Up. Roger.
Alrighty. Get over here and get a clear line of sight. And take a shot. And because they have not acted in combat yet, any hit that I get, I have advantage. I don't know if they are surprised or not. I'm guessing not. But we will be rolling this with advantage. Does a 24 hit?
It's yeah.
Awesome. Damage time. And then 35 regular damage, and then 1 point of acid damage.
All right, it goes down.
And I'm going to use my rogue bonus action to dash over here, and that'll be my turn.
Right. So, you got a 22 as well?
Yep.
Right. Next.
Yeah, I was gonna fireball, but they've kind of been getting bopped, so I'm just gonna fire bolt instead.
That one.
Yeah, just barely. Does a 28 hit? 17 fire damage. That is Zippo's turn. Roger.
Right. Ryer, go ahead.
All right, where's Ulrich?
Ulrich is right here.
I want to remind everyone I did say I put the sword in the bag before the...
Bag of holding?
Yep. and lit a torch. But that was all stuff that was kind of happening right around the time that Ulrich was trying to convince Zippo not to go looting. I would.
No, he said it aloud. I remember him asking.
Yeah, I said it
It was
aloud,
about the
but
time when our app.
yeah, it was in response to that essentially. But
Okay. So, it is. Can you describe to me what's in your bag of holding?
sure. So in the bag of holding, is the globe of location. Oh boy. A couple of potions, a bedroll, clothes, the fishing tackle, mess kit, another potion of healing, a ration, a number of rations. Wow. Yeah, number of rations, and also both of the figurines.
Okay. Friar,
I was
let's-
burying the lead.
Yep.
So do the figurines have like?
They are looped heads that are resting on each other. So there is a hole in the center of that neck.
I am getting at that. Yes.
I mean, it's in the bag of holding those. Not a lot you can do with that.
So as a sword, I am going to slip through those necks
Okay.
and attempt to pierce through the bag.
Side of the bag.
Yep, the side of the bag.
Okay. Make an attack. Actually, you know what? I think so. That would be
But
I think that would be an
wait,
action
wait.
to loop through, so the attack won't. Time.
Okay.
Wait, but it's a pocket dimension. It's not in an actual bag.
Correct.
Yeah, so you shouldn't be able to pierce through it, correct?
In theory.
Oh no.
All right. So next up is.
Yep. So Ulrich. Hey, I'm gonna lean into some narrative chaos here for y'all. Ulrich did not pick up his mace previously, and is currently holding a torch. I think he would drop the torch, and not having a weapon handy. Well, it's just the ghouls, though.
We don't know if she's gonna come back and attack or not either.
No,
but you probably want a weapon
for the moment. Yep, for the moment, he's gonna reach into this bag to grab the only weapon that's in his bag, that goes with the shield, and that is that rapier.
Okay. So you stick your hand in the bag to draw the sword. You call it. It comes to your hand.
Yep.
Bring it out.
Yep.
Around the sword's base, as you bring up, at the hilt.
Well, he would have to wait. He'd have to grab it from the hilt, so the swans would fall off of its neck, wouldn't they? Back into the bag.
Nope, they're still.
Yeah, I mean, it's narrative fun. Yeah, I think seeing that, Ulrich will begin to panic a little bit. Dropped an item, drew an item out. I feel like that's free action and an action. So that's Ulrich's turn.
Next up is no, it's Belzian.
How many
Can you-
ghouls are there left? Like one, apparently.
One that you can see, but the room behind that door is pretty loud right now.
Fellows, I think we need to get out of here soon. Also, Ulrich, what are you doing with those? I will run up and throw a dart at the ghoul. Woo. I get 2 attacks per action. That does a 12 hit.
No.
I throw darts at the wall near the ghoul.
Actually, meter beat. Yes, it does. Yep, it hit.
Take 8 piercing damage.
It goes down. That's the one. Are where? Okay, there you are.
Within throwing distance. And then I will use a key point to strike a patient defense. Which is my turn. Thank you.
Belzian.
Hey, guys.
Seems that there's 3. All right. Pause to attack.
Yay! It does. But I think you'd be attacking at disadvantage, by the way. Yeah. But yeah, 21 would hit.
Yeah.
15 does not hit.
Constitution.
Ow! Terrible. 5.
Ooh. Okay. Take 8 points of slashing damage. Wait. Automatically see.
I'm a half elf, though.
Yeah, I think it still counts though. Have that elf blood.
Okay. So slashing damage and...
Slashing damage.
Okay.
Right. Top of the round. Jorvik. We can cover at the. Angie. Next.
Can I see what's going on with Ulrich and the sword? Ow. So I can see that he has the sword grabbed, right?
Yeah, the sword's in his chest. And
Ulrich, do you want me to try to grab those swans? I'm sorry.
I mean, he's not going to stop
ducks
you.
and apples.
he's certainly not going to stop you.
Okay, I can definitely like walk over there. What should I roll to try and get those off? That be like a sleight of hand?
yeah.
Ooh,
So
Bramble says grapple.
Grapple. Well, I don't have a grapple button, and I'm
I
not
mean,
sure
they're
how that
not going to
works
be
in
able to
fifth
contest
edition.
him with a grapple, so it would make sense for it to be a grapple.
So what I'll do here is Brambles roll an opposed sleight of hand. Sleight of hand roll off. Nope. So you kind of the sword moves try and dodge. But it really helps.
Yep. All right, and I'll put one each in a separate pocket.
Yeah.
And then I'm guessing that was my action, so we'll
And-
continue our move away. Over here, and I guess just dash down the rest of the way to
so
where
remember,
Toe
these
is.
are pillars that you're moving. Those squares are actually.
Yeah, I can. Yeah,
Okay,
just
yeah,
diagonaling around.
That's fair.
And I will end my turn down over here.
Okay.
I'd like to shoot at him, but I only have one action, and I used it to steal the shiny baubles, the duck and the pear.
Zip up.
I'm going to shoot at one of the things.
Fireball.
21 to hit.
Hit.
10 fire damage. I think that's the lowest I rolled. No, I rolled an 8. Never mind.
Okay. 10
Still pretty low.
Middle or right?
I'm gonna say to the right because I'm assuming in the middle would be like with Belzian, so the one that probably be easiest to hit would be to the right.
Ulrich.
Ulrich will. I mean, I'm assuming the sword is resisting him at this point.
If you try and
Yeah.
move, yeah, it will.
Yep. Then
Sorry,
he is
sorry.
going to. I mean, yeah, he's gonna try to. I guess. Yeah, he's gonna try and like stab it into the floor again.
Okay. It's being some.
Yeah.
Make an attack.
Yeah, I'm adding a rapier real quick to my. So it's a 13 to hit the floor.
Hit.
Okay. And then
Okay.
it's a 19 total damage because I'm
Roll
adding
high
the
or low.
2 that isn't factored in. We'll go high again.
All right.
Hey,
It
86.
sinks into the floor, and goes down to the. pocket under.
Wonderful. Now that he has found the floor pocket, he is going to. I mean, he still has one action left, so I think he'll run up and unarmed strike. Is that enough? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope. Nothing near him, so he just runs up here. And that's it.
Elzian.
Oh, hello there. Ulrich, what are you? Are you gonna be a puncher too? That's kind of my thing. What did you do with the other thing?
You know, I was wrestling with that stupid sword and left the mace behind, and then kind of got distracted, so I thought I'd take a page out of your book.
Lead by example, I suppose. While Belzian is swiping at this ghoul right in front of him. Does a 14 or 17 hit?
15 and 17 both hit.
21 bludgeoning.
Middle or righty?
The middle guy.
Fill up.
Okay, well, time for that bonus action attack. For good measure. Another 8 damage.
Okay.
Groovy. And Belzian will cycle around to the back of the other one to avoid arrows and such.
Yep.
And that is his turn.
The last one will attack you.
Ah!
Actually, you know what? It's gonna break away. It'll incur attack of opportunity against you. It's gonna go past Ulrich. For an attack of opportunity, Ulrich. And it's gonna pull at the sword.
They got a lot of movement.
It got lucky.
Yeah, alright. So it's gonna do a strength check on the sword. It does have a lot of. Not pull it. So Ulrich, you know that it's at least firmly in place because. All right. Yarvik, Oxen, guys, what are you doing?
Kill them all.
Please, take him out.
Right, he draws 2 arrows. Axe. There's no way he can miss unless he.
Ulrich, let's leave that sword behind and get out of here.
Yep.
Let's go get
Yep,
your hitting stick.
Ulrich runs back into the other room, grabs his mace.
Do these windows open? Are they
Doors
open?
try and slam shut behind you, but kind of.
Heck yeah.
And once he
We're gonna
has
go out
his
the door that
mace,
came in.
Zippo, make a reflex save. As you
Okay.
see the door.
Now's, of course, the time I roll up. Makes sense.
Okay.
Okay. Zippo is going to walk back down to the front door, very angry, and firebolt it.
Firebolt or
Firebolt, because my allies are still near it.
Could we maybe relocate Toe away from all of the dangerous fire you're slinging around first?
I didn't even think about Toe. I just kind of tossed it.
What you doing? Yeah. Okay.
Don't worry, Toe. Don't worry. 14 fire damage to the door.
Yep, that's a hit.
Is it flammable? It ignites. I'm going to keep blasting it. Does a 14 hit? It's got to. Does not go ahead. You said yeah. 17 more fire damage.
The house is going to make an attack on you.
Okay. Oh my god, 2 nat 20s in a row. Let's go.
Okay. So here's what happens. The doors open. Both sets of doors. See the outside from a firebolt goes through one set of doors and through the other set of doors. Then that set of door, that front door slams shut, batting the firebolt.
Okay, for the 17 damage.
So it hits the door, causes damage to the door ignites. The firebolt, it hits you, but half.
Okay.
It takes the full, by the way. Still doing damage. I'm not cheating you out of that. It's so what it's doing. There's
Wait.
certain things.
Half of 17 is 12?
Oh, I was looking at your.
Oh, yeah.
Bad.
No, you're good. You're good.
So yeah, half of 7.
Gotcha. All right.
Orc comes running back in with his mace.
The other fireball that I rolled right whenever you said that is 21 plus 13, which would be 34 fire damage.
This door open.
Heck yeah. All right.
You can hear
Oh
the-
my god.
Okay.
That would be 35 fire damage to the other door that's on fire.
Outside. The house.
Doors are open, boys.
House is kind of is, and it seems viral attack.
Let's GTFO.
On the way out, Ulrich would like to try and never mind. I'm just gonna run.
I will stab you if you try to draw that sword.
No, I was going to try and see if I could like take my mace with a big running strike and like bend it, break it, just destroy it.
All right. Outside, you see a scene very different. All going. Bushes are wilted, dead, just aid. They seem to be alive and thorny. The trees themselves are bare of leaves. Their heads, gargoyles hanging. What appeared to at least in the they do not currently notice you. Down the path you see that there are big hulking beasts, large large like ogre, but definitely not ogre. Off this direction. Just make out their outline. You're not really sure what they are. To your left, the west, here you see a small building with a door, and a anterior wall. To the south, you that same wall wrap around with closed gate. There are two canopied structures by the gate, stations. People or check. It is the direction you plan on going. It is south, but the gate is closed and the wall is by barb.
It's nice to have fresh air again. I think a little bit of stealth may be in order.
Okay.
Which direction are you?
So we got the beasts in the east, we got the gate to the south, and mystery building to the west.
Ulrich says, communicate through the rings if we're not already. Or just a reminder that we need to continue to keep through the rings going forward. I feel like the building is not where we want to go. Personally.
That makes sense to me.
We were aiming
So-
for south, weren't we? But
Yeah, I think south makes the most sense.
So
now
are you still looking here? At plan exit, heading out, or are you gonna look through?
You know them better than Ulrich does, guys, so Ulrich's not going to form an opinion on that.
No need to go hunting for more potential enemies.
yeah, they were nice to us once, but things seem to have changed a bit.
Zippo, make a
Yeah.
history check.
Okay.
And Yarvik suggested that we just leave. and-
Shockingly enough, I'm proficient in history, but still rolled bad.
Oh,
I mean, I can't complain. I did roll 3 nat 20s in a row.
All right, so Yarvik's not here to vote. Ulrich says, nah.
yeah, it's a nah from Belzian as well. But the hopeful maybe will come back type. No, which I think is what Yarvik was getting at.
I think we need to save ourselves.
Assuming Zippo's gonna ask Roger for those coins that we found.
I thought
I'll
you
hand it
took
right
them.
back up.
Or did Roger take?
I got them for Roger because he asked me to grab them. But yeah, I'll take them, and the one that is the female elf, he's going to break, if possible. Like, because I'm assuming these coins are like the coins that we found here. Are they the breakable ones?
They are the Crescent Moon.
Okay, so I was going to break that one in half.
Okay.
And then the one that looks like the male elf, he is going to do the same thing.
Okay. Do you look at the male elf?
Yeah. Before he breaks it, he will.
Like Gormy.
Okay. Yeah, he's going to he doesn't know what else to do because he doesn't have any kind of like, utility spells. So he's going to break it in the hopes of it's like a Atlan's trap, and when he breaks it, something good happens.
Okay.
And then I will mention to the party that the coins look a lot like Ire and Gormir. So if they did have a spell on them,
Holy.
Zippo broke it, hoping it breaks the spell and will hopefully give them a chance to run in this chaos that we're causing.
Sounds good.
Very well. Let's get out of here.
But he will keep the broken pieces, by the way.
Oh
Just
yeah.
as a heads up.
All right. So you head south to the gate. As I said, the gate is shut. There is a large, thick plank that's drawn across the. Looks like it's been placed barricade. It looks like sometime. Wall is, I know it doesn't look very thick comparatively. This is a similar description to you.
You think we could tunnel under it?
Maybe Lower could lift it.
Yeah,
Kids
I
are
mean,
early boy.
Yeah, Ulrich takes a look to see if there's any way for him to do that.
You don't see any mechanism to lift it. The gate is 25 feet split into.
Okay. Oh, it's a swinging gate.
Yeah, it's not a pork.
Okay,
Door
all
like
right.
gates. It's
Yeah.
It's two doors with a. And that brace is
Yep.
up to your head. How high?
Okay.
About. It spans the.
So the brace is the thing that's keeping us from opening it, correct?
Correct.
Is there anything that he can? I mean, can he remove the brace?
You could try and push it up. You're actually not
Yeah.
sure how somebody.
Yeah.
Or
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. He'll try and give that a go.
yeah, give me a.
Okay. Just a 10. Oh, I've got inspiration. I'm gonna burn that.
Okay.
For a 13.
Zippo will offer up the choice of if we could get the Quetzalian and fly out of here.
Yeah, we
do have
could
a
do that.
Polymorph spell.
I have a thought. Is that ladder in your bag firmly affixed?
It's just a rung. Two of the rungs are actually.
Okay.
Oh, We should have put an immovable rod on the sword.
Roger sold them.
Yeah, it would have been.
Oh yeah, Roger sold them. Never mind.
I only sold one of them. I would have sold the other one, but I was convinced to keep it.
Or shenanigans. Well,
And
boys, we have a couple options. We can try to bust the gate. We can polymorph Quetzal, or we can polymorph Ulrich into something big to bust the gate.
we just fly out of here.
Yep, Quetzal works well enough for me.
I mean, as
Oh,
cool
really?
as the T-Rex is.
Right. That's Quetzian.
I think, yeah, or Yarvik, since he's not here.
Yeah, let's make.
But
it
he's
fair.
one of the small boys, so it's better to.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
I'm fine with either.
Yeah, I will polymorph Yarvik into a Quetzal. And is it daytime outside or nighttime?
It's night.
Okay. I thought we slept through the night, but gotcha.
You slept through
Alright.
the day, so that.
Gotcha. We switched our schedule. Yeah, that's right. So I will once we get here, I'm going to look up and point the Quetzal's head up and have it fly. Because Quetzals have no dark vision. So I'm gonna try to guide its head.
Okay. Yeah, there's a reason you didn't fly around it.
Yeah.
Okay. So. Technically, Ervik still has night cast on himself.
Okay.
All right. So, you fly up. Seeing that it's such a large pepper at it, but they're not really able to, with the party kind of moving away and faster speed. Get blast east. The mansion itself, the eyes in the windows in the front alight like eyes as the fire that still burns in that lobby stirs in anger as it house the man party fly away from it. You can see that the house actually has 4 floors. The 4th floor being a tower. To the west, you see a simple church just outside the gate. You see that there are. I can actually bring up the map. I will. Oh, hang on. I got Mindy yelling at me. I'll just leave the map for now. So you see that there's 2 longer buildings to the north of the manor. The manor kind of makes a crescent moon shape in terms of structure. Got 2 wings and then the main house at the bottom on the right hand. There are some smaller buildings east, and then that one building that's out to the past coming. So that's kind of the structure of. You can see that some torches have been lit, and they're kind of flustering around the fountain area in between 2 wings. Presumably, there is a point. And the compound gets away. Any final acts or final comments from the thoughts and back.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? My headset died.
Which part? The whole thing?
I got you can see, and then that was it. I was trying to find my target. It was after you described the map.
Okay. You can see that there's a whole bunch of toward the fence. House. Probably saw it through the. But maybe not people, but things.
Gotcha.
How's Toe looking?
So, still fairly injured. Killed 5. Ended. Looks haggard.
Ah, perfect.
We're going to need to get him to a healer, and quickly.
Back to that village.
Ulrich will try and just out of if he's looking sick specifically, he will try spend 5 more for lay on hands to try and remove or cure a disease on him, just in case.
Okay. Still looks haggard, but time will tell whether. Right.
And how's everyone else looking?
Exhausted.
So, and with that, Fabio.
I'm so sad. I'm so dumb and sad. I'm sad because of that too, but I'm also dumb and sad because I just realized something that I could have been doing the entire time we were doing the last part of the fight, which may have changed something. If the Baroness was within 120 feet of me, all I had to do was say her name and I could psychic lance her. That's what I get for not reading my spells.
If it would have had any effect.
If it would, yeah, I wouldn't know, but I don't. Zippo was unconscious when she missed it, so he didn't know what happened, if she ran away or not. So
That you were dead, technically.
Yeah. Yeah, he wasn't sure, and I was thinking about like, man, I really kind of wish I knew if she was in the misform, but I didn't when I failed a perception check, and then I was reading Psychic Lance just now, and I realized, like, the whole point I made about the Ire situation was I just had to say her name, and I'm so dumb.
Right, yeah. Well, so I do want to take this time to thank Briar for coming in. Fairness, and again. I know we weren't counting on 3 sessions, but I hope you enjoyed.
I certainly enjoyed myself.
Thank you so much for coming out.
It was great.
Yeah, thank you.
So, go ahead, sorry.
Thank you again so much for having me all 4 times now.
I tried to save your character.
I
really
wish
tried.
you didn't, but thank you. I
I mean,
was
in the
fully
sense of like
expecting and hoping that you would kill her with prejudice.
yeah,
We got around to that eventually.
yeah, we got there.
And,
Just tried to be polite about it is all I mean.
Polite killing, the best form.
Yeah.
So, with that being said,
Noble to noble.
Have something to say? Heard somebody.
Nope.
I said noble to noble.
Noble. All right. That being said, next session is November 7th. Anybody have any comments?
Not that I know of.
Wait, the 7th. Okay.
Because the 31st is.
I do have. Right. For some reason, I was thinking the 7th was a weekend day. I do have a boarding, so I may be a little late, but don't let that stop you.
Any other conflicts?
No conflict here.
Right. We will continue on for now. Jarvik has any conflict. Folks out there in Twitch land, thank you all for joining us, and what happens next. Look forward to seeing what's next. I hope you do next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace. Bye.
To say